everybody, thanks for watching On the Couch today. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ryan.
We have an inspiring woman here with us today. Her name is Amy Link. Hi Amy, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Great.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
We have been looking at this book in front of us. Would you mind telling us exactly what this is?
The book is titled My Mommy Wears a Wig, and it came from a time in my life when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and we were dealing with the issue of hair loss. And this is what this book is about in order to explain it to my children.
And what exactly did you do to explain this to children? You kind of said you brought it up in a rather unique way.
For my daughter, she was 5 at the time, I sat her down and I told her that Mommy has some bad stuff in her body and I'm going to have to get rid of it. And in order to do that, I'm going to lose my hair. So in order to make it a little more approachable for her, we decided to have a hair shaving party.
How did she take that?
At first, she wasn't quite sure about it. But we made sure that we did this at home with the family around, even the family dog. And my friend came over and we made sure she was there as my hair was getting shaved. And afterwards I said, look honey, no knots. And then that's when she wanted her hair shaved.
Did you do it?
We did not, but she did get a hair trim that night. So she got her hair styled as well.
Everybody won on that one.
Yes.
So you said you're a breast cancer survivor. And I mean, is that really what inspired you to write this book?
It is. I was finding that among the other patients that I would sit with during chemotherapy, they often had times trouble explaining to their young children, even family members, about hair loss. And this is just something that just came out of me, and it was much easier to explain not only to children but to adults as well.
Why do you feel that the hair loss element was the biggest thing to emphasize?
With hair loss, that is something that can be seen right away. That's, of course, people would wear the wig and wear the scarf. But that's something that a lot of women do have trouble with, whether their hair is short, long, medium, thick, thin. So this was something that I figured, you know what, this is what we're going to approach, and this is something that my daughter, who used to always do my hair when she was little, was something that had to be explained.
So I remember asking you this before the show. Did this whole process, explaining it to your child and the party and everything, did that help you as much as it helped them?
It definitely helped me because that way, as we know, a lot of times we use humor to get through some tough spots in life, and this was my way to actually have a little laugh and make sure that everybody was seeing that there's always a positive from a negative. So in this respect, not only did I have my hair that was shaved in front of my children, they could understand it, but then I was able to get ready before my husband whenever we would go out. So that was a big plus in my household.
I know, I spent an hour this morning on my hair.
Just asked before the show how her hair was.
Like honestly, I can't imagine having to lose something like that.
You know what? After a while, it's just something. It wasn't losing like a limb or anything like that. It was just hair. I knew it would grow back, and I was happy to know that I was getting better because I was having that chemotherapy. And now I have hair that's better than I had before.
Wow.
Well, the hair in the intern, I heard you brought it with you. You have some hair with you today?
I do have some hair today. This is the wig that I actually wore right here. Yes, and actually it was kind of funny because a lot of people, I would get a lot of compliments on this wig. Yeah. So it used to make me think, how bad did my hair look before this?
Can you tell us any instances? You just mentioned it before. I thought it was a really funny story. The instance of someone complimenting your new hair.
Yes, we were at church and somebody came up to me and she's like, wow, I really love your hair, the cut, the color. I said, well, thank you very much. And she walked away and she came back a couple minutes later and said, may I ask who did your hair? I said, well, it was a friend, and it truly was just a friend that came to our house. And I said, she just does it from home now because she has 2 small children. She walked away. She came back a 3rd time and was persistent, asking if this girl would definitely do her hair no matter what the cost. Jeez. And we just had to cut it off then. We just said, no, I'm sorry, she cannot do that for you.
Oh. Was she disappointed? I mean, it sounds like she would have been.
She was very disappointed, especially when she said that she would pay no matter what the cost.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So that is a powerful wig.
Very much so. And you know what? Very easy to care for. It's just wash and drip dry, and it's also in the book too, where my daughter thought it was very intriguing, and she would look up in the shower and watch it just drip dry, and she's like, well, it's much easier than my hair.
All right, so back on the book a little bit. Do you want to just give us just a general summary of what the book is about and its general message?
Sure, no problem. The book starts with me sitting my daughter on my lap, and again, just telling her that the bad stuff in my body, I'm going to get rid of it. And with that comes the hair loss. Before we actually did the hair shaving party, we took a walk to a wig shop. And when we went in there, the lady was so wonderful. She showed me all different styles because, of course, I explained to her what was going to happen. And she let my daughter try on the wigs also. So she, not too thrilled with that. She wasn't too sure. And then the wig shaving party, and then after that was just the ease of taking care of the wig.
Oh, so you have all that in the book. What do you want people to get from this? What is your ultimate goal for people to feel when they read this book?
I hope that no matter what the age of the person that finds that they have a diagnosis of breast cancer and that they will lose their hair, that just take it head on. You can definitely get through it. Take a positive from it. You can find so many good things from it, whether you find humor, you find the message, and you know what, again, it's part of the healing process.
Did you find that your kids responded better with the book? When did you write the book exactly?
I wrote the book, it was right after my head was shaved, and it really did help them because I made sure that I always kept my kids involved in every part of my treatment and anything that was happening. That way there were no surprises, and then also it just became normal for them. So that it wasn't scary, it wasn't something unexpected, and it wasn't unpredictable, and it just became a way of life, and they were able to handle it.
All right, so if you could just tell everybody watching where they could get this book and how they could go about getting it.
That would be wonderful. My book is available. It was done by Author House, so it's www.authorhouse.com, but it's also available on Amazon.com as well as BarnesandNoble.com.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Appreciate you being here. It was lovely to have you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.